Hey guys, how's it going? Today I am going to give you an update on my grow here. It's about 3 weeks since I transplanted the seedlings, and everything is going pretty good. I did split apart some of the cups that had multiple plants in them, and those are recovering quite nicely. I'm actually going to take them out probably next week because I wanted some gaps in between these plants to prevent crowding. So those two plants over on the left side in the middle of the red tub are going to be taken out. They're two chard plants, and in the back you have some kale and some chard that's growing in between my 3 tomato plants in the top center. And then right here in the front you have shiso, some more chard, and then Thai basil. I actually took some of the Thai basil off yesterday to use it for a dish that I made. And then on the right side, it's just kale and chard, and everything is growing pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of things today that I haven't done yet on video, and one of them is going to be to test the pH to see how the pH is doing. If you remember, I used the Techniflora brand of nutrients, and the pH is relatively stable in my experience. It doesn't really swing too wildly, which I like about that. And so I have this little pH testing bottle that I use, and basically all you have to do is take some of the nutrient solution and drop it into this little test tube to see what color it comes back at. So I haven't done this in a while. As you can see, it looks kind of dirty, so let me wash that out first, and then I will show you how to do it. Alright, so basically what you do to test the pH, it's pretty straightforward. It comes with this little dropper, and all you have to do is take some solution out of the tub. Doesn't have to be that much really, and then put it into this test tube. I usually put about 1/4 of an inch or so of liquid, and then you add in the pH indicator solution. So depending on what color it comes back, that will tell you the approximate pH. So you can see that it's a light yellow color, and that's pretty good. You want it in between 5 and 6 generally, depending on the plants that you're growing. Anything above it, anything below it will be out of range, and that will impede the amount of nutrients that your plants can uptake from the solution. So you want to try to have it within that range, and if it's not within that range, they do sell pH up and down solutions which you can add to help get your pH back to where you want it to be. So the other thing that I was going to do was show you how I check to see how much food the plants are eating. So I'm going to use my TDS meter, and I'm going to see how many particles are still dissolved in the liquid. So when you initially add your nutrients to water, the concentration is a lot higher, but as the plants start to eat it up, it goes down gradually. So oops. So this one's at about 815 ppms. I believe last week it was around 1,000. Usually when I refeed or add new nutrients to the solution, it's usually in the low 1,000s at the most. I usually shoot for around 1,100 or so, and by the next week that'll usually decrease by about 100 or 200 for sure. So let's go ahead and check how this other plant's doing. So this one's relatively high still. It's still at about 1,100, and that's fine. We don't need to feed it. So maintenance wise, that's pretty much all that I do. Every week I'll go ahead and check the total dissolved solids, and then I'll check the pH, make sure that everything's within range, and if not, I'll try to make adjustments. And I also started to increase the total light time that the light is on. Right now it's on a 12-12 cycle, so 12 hours on and 12 hours off. I increased it to 13 hours. Next week I'll increase it to 14 hours and 15 hours, and then probably 16 hours after that, each subsequent week. And that just helps to enable the plants to grow faster since they're getting more light. But so far everything is looking pretty good, and I will let you guys know how it goes next week. Looks like I may be able to harvest some of the chard. It's already getting pretty good size, so hopefully I'll be able to be eating some of this next week.